travelers, and welcome to another episode here on your channel, The Solo Traveler. I just got back from Colombia and I couldn't wait to share the news and everything that I know. So I decided to come up with 10 things that I would like you and everyone else out there to know before visiting the city of Cartagena. So get your pen and paper. Get ready to write all this down because there's a lot of good information that I got to share. So here are the 10 things that you and I think everybody else should know before visiting the city of Cartagena. My first one is the language is Spanish. So it helps a lot if you know the language. Most of the people that speak English are from the tourism industry, but if you're going out and about, it helps a lot too if you know some phrases or anything or to start a conversation. Number two is knowing the exchange rate. Right now, the dollar is about 2,800 pesos. For the euro, for those of you who are wondering, it's about 3,040, around that range. As soon as you land, I recommend that you just exchange enough money to get you from the airport to your hotel or apartment, as the rate in the airport, as you can imagine, can be a little bit higher than out in any exchange house. So just get enough to get you to the airport, and they have plenty of exchange houses in town where you can go. Number three is the airlines that go there. The good news is that pretty much every airline that I know of, it goes there, whether it's a direct flight or you'll probably end up having a layover in Bogota, which is the capital. So it's pretty accessible by air travel. So that is a no sweat. Number four is how much money do you need? It's up to you, but I always recommend bringing cash everywhere you go. Although there are plenty of ATMs available over there in Cartagena, they work well with an ATM card. I use mine on numerous occasions, no problems whatsoever. Also, they have exchange houses over there that they're pretty much available. Some of them are open 24 hours. And also credit cards are highly accepted over there. Maybe about 90% of the places that I went to, they accepted credit cards, no problems. Just make sure your card doesn't include a foreign transaction fee, as some of them will charge you for processing a purchase overseas. Number five is the cost of transportation. From the airport to the area where I was staying at, which is called Boca Grande, it was about a $7 to $10 ride. That's about 20,000 Colombian pesos. Very cheap, very affordable. So there's no reason for you to even think about renting a car. Also, the hotel can arrange transportation for you. It may not be free, but it's an alternative. But within the city, I did not pay more than $6 everywhere I went per ride. So that's pretty affordable, and that's a good alternative too versus renting a car or any other means of transportation. So cabs are the way to go. Number six is where to stay. I decided to stay in an area called Boca Grande, and there was plenty to do there. There's everything you could possibly need. Plenty of restaurants, shops, nightlife, supermarkets, pharmacies, all within walking distance. A lot of activity going on there. So, but the other option is the wall city, which I'll get more into it in a little bit. If you're in Boca Grande, you don't need to take a cab anywhere. Everything is there, except if you're going to go to the wall city, which is a 10-minute drive, costs about $3-4. Speaking of, the other option is actually in the wall city, which is like a downtown, but there's a lot of people there. It's a lot of people walking around, very active. The streets are very narrow, but it's beautiful. Number seven is, should I stay in a hotel or rent an apartment? It depends. I'll tell you why. Because if you're in a hotel, they're very strict when it comes to visitors. Even if you have someone, let's say that you have a friend over there, or you decide to go with a group of friends, they stay in different hotels, and somebody comes in with you, the hotel would charge you about $25 per visitor, even if they're in your room for like an hour, not even overnight. So make sure you clear that up with the hotel. Make sure you ask what is their visiting policies, and more than likely they will tell you, okay, we'll have to charge you. Now for the apartments, it's a lot easier because you could probably, talk about that with the owner, as there's a lot of competition with hotels. So that's something that I think it's a lot easier to arrange if you're like me, a solo traveler. Number 8 is sightseeing, or things to do. I decided to go to the beach, to go to the wall city, and to go to one of the offshore islands. The beach in Boca Grande, the area where I stayed in, it is not that impressive. I was not impressed. The sand is kind of dark. It's full of vendors. It's crowded. The water was not, it's not all that. So I decided to go instead to Playa Blanca, which is about 30 minutes drive from Boca Grande. It's clean. I mean, it's just crystal clear, what I expect from a beach. So that was good. The other thing I decided to do was to go to the Wall City. This is like the downtown of Cartagena. A lot more people, more crowded, plenty of restaurants, bars. It's a pretty nice area. I loved it because it was so photogenic, and the downtown is literally surrounded by a wall that was built like 500 years ago. So it's very historical, a lot of historic buildings there. Streets are very narrow because it's such an old section of the city. This is their downtown, but there's plenty over there to do, and I really enjoy that. The last activity I decided to do there was to go to an offshore island, so 2 of them actually, to Cholon and Rosario Island. You can do this by renting a boat or a yacht, catamaran, depends. If you have a group of people, then that's even better. The website I used for that was highcartagena.com. You can also get them through boatsforyou.com. And last but not least is boatingcartagena.com. And again, I recommend that you shop around and see what fits your budget or your group of friends, whatever it is. But I think it's a great things to do, and it was my favorite thing to do over there was just to go on a boat ride, which is pretty cool. Number 9 is safety. How safe is it there? I felt very safe. There was no reason at all for me to worry about anything. But everywhere you go, you just use common sense. Don't go over there flashing anything, cash, jewelry. Don't get intoxicated. Don't put yourself in harm's way is what I'm trying to say. So just use common sense. And number 10, overall, I'm adopting this city as the first city I'm going to adopt on this channel as a vacation spot. Do I need to say more? Thank you all for watching, and I hope every one of you enjoyed this video. I hope that Cartagena is your next vacation spot if you can. It's amazing. Again, don't forget to subscribe, and any comments, questions, please feel free to put them on the comment section. Other than that, safe travels, my friends, and take care.